Dude, doesn't that rip?
You're an idiot.
No, you're an idiot.
Welcome back, Hibachi lovers.
Okay.
Very excited to have you here. I'm Alex Dragovich with Jeff Asmus.
There
This
we
is
are.
the You're an Idiot podcast.
Yeah.
We've got a very special guest with us today. Jeff, why don't you do the honors?
Ismail Lutfi, everyone. You didn't want to say the
I
name.
did not want to fuck up the dude.
It was so obvious you
Oh,
did. You
come
were
on.
not
I
confident.
knew, no,
that's
you told
good.
me at Sesh once, Lutfi, but also the
Yeah.
Ishmael. I mean,
He calls
It's
you
all good.
Ish. He
It's
calls you
okay.
I've
Ish.
been calling you Ish via text, and I was like,
Hey man, whatever makes you comfortable. I like you being comfortable.
Has
I don't
someone
want you to
called
be
you
anxious.
Ish?
Yeah, my whole life, everyone calls me Ish.
Ish is
Oh,
so
really?
easy.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, Ish is fun. I mean, I don't like it,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I'm not like angry about it either.
I don't
How do
like
you say you have a hard name?
Alex.
Dragicevic.
Yes.
Dragicevic.
Yeah.
Dragicevic.
Yes.
Dragicevic.
I have a
You said it way worse.
Dragicevic.
You said it
Well, because like
Horrible.
Serbians are like less intelligent Russians, so like you just kind of talk like
Mm.
that. Yeah.
I have a soft spot for Serbians.
Thanks, man.
I really do.
How come?
You know, I'm Syrian, Turkish, and big Ottoman guy. And
Okay.
you Serbians, you were our slave soldiers for a long time.
Yeah, dude, like 500 years,
yeah,
right?
yeah, and you protected the Sultan. And I mean, I see you in like big poofy pants and a big hat and a saber and a musket.
Weren't they the soldiers that were
Doing your
castrated?
biddings? Yeah.
They were not castrated.
Oh, they were
That's
not?
a popular
Okay.
myth.
Oh, okay.
They had their dick and balls and they used them.
Let's
and it was
go.
kind of an, you know, eventually they all had to get killed. But
Yeah.
They were
um,
fucking too
yeah,
much.
You
and
have to
then-
get taken out.
people act like the Janissaries were this really brutal thing, but then you meet someone like you, and it's like, what else?
They were
what
pussies.
else was
Yeah,
he
yeah.
supposed
It's
to do?
something that
Right.
It's something that Serbian people like will talk about. Like extended members of my family will be like, you know, we had our own Holocaust, or
Right.
whatever, and you're just like,
Well, it is true. They did. That is true.
Like-
Well, yeah, but they were perpetrating it.
They were both. They did it and they got it too.
Right.
yeah,
Like, yeah,
so
yeah. You dished it and you took it. So you know,
I'm sorry for everything we've done.
Serbia. You lost me a lot of money in the World Cup. I
Oh,
bet
yeah.
big on
They-
Serbia.
dude.
Yeah, fucked.
This is the one thing, man. If Yugoslavia was back together,
Mm.
They
So
really
would be
broke
s-
up a powerhouse.
would be so fucking good at basketball and soccer.
Yeah, you guys were good. And
You know-
gymnastics.
You know, the last time Yugoslavia was together and it wasn't a nightmare,
Yeah.
Ottoman Empire.
Is this just going to be a pro
It's true.
Ottoman Empire pod?
It has to be. You have me.
I
here.
would love for Alex to explain what the Ottoman Empire.
Barely know anything. All I know is about that we were slaves. That's
Yeah.
all I know.
That's pretty
Truly.
good.
A lot of Serbians are Muslim too. A decent
Yeah,
amount.
sure.
Is it mostly
Bosnians.
Mostly
Bosnians?
Bosnian,
The Bos.
but there are Serbian Muslims too,
Totally.
for sure. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I know most Serbians are not really into the Muslim thing. No
Sure.
offense, no,
No,
offense.
yeah, I know. I know.
We've read the books.
Yeah. I get
What's
it.
What's that about?
What's that beef about? Come
Why are you
on.
making me uncomfortable?
I'm not trying to. I want you to be comfortable. I love you. I look at you and I feel kinship. I really do.
I do too, man.
Do you read?
No.
We literally just talked
No.
about in the last ep. He
I've
said
read, I've read one book in the past 2 years.
What was it?
Sam Tallent's book, Running the Light.
Oh,
Great book.
about stand up. It is a good book.
It is
So
it is
lame,
about
right?
stand-up.
So lame.
No, dude, you need to read a good book.
You got one for me? Oh, I read.
I got one for you. I got
I
one
read
for you.
like 60 pages of The Power of Now, and it's worked.
It
It's
could
worked.
not have worked.
It
What
works.
would happen if you finished the book?
He'd
If
be
60
too,
pages is affecting
He'd
your
be
life.
too zen. It was 100 pages last time. It changed.
I
a
would
little bit.
be.
He's getting more honest.
Yeah.
I really would. I might be two in the moment, two in the now.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
You would maybe wouldn't look at Hinge while we're recording a podcast.
Well, sometimes
Yeah.
I get messages.
He's done that before.
hard. It's
I
hard
got to
to
make sure
avoid.
Mo's.
You just start. Oh god,
my
we don't.
God.
I can't. We can't.
Okay.
Okay,
Sorry.
we can't do with this.
Mm.
Well, Ismail, yeah.
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
Tell Alex a little something about the Ottoman Empire.
Yeah,
This
give
be-
me
this
something.
Be a good time to learn.
Can you give me any factoids about the Serbs that are interesting?
That's
About
actually,
the Serbs, I mean, I told you the best one is that they were our slaves for a long
Pretty
time.
cool.
That's pretty dope. I mean, there was a kingdom of Serbia.
There was
in,
a
like,
Serbian
the
Empire.
The 10th.
do
like
we
12
do,
or
do we do
1300s.
anything
Yeah.
right ever?
Yeah, you guys were like good at warriors for a long time.
Yeah, you were
were
good
fighters.
at warriors.
You were
to
fighting.
quote Jeff.
You were good at warriors.
Yeah, yeah. You were. I mean,
They
you
could have
were.
a video game about us.
Yeah, they
were-
could.
Serbia on Xbox.
Just like a Grand Theft Auto Serbia.
You know-
That'd be great.
GTA Serbia.
Yeah, GTA Belgrade. Yeah. I would love to go to
Got to
Serbia.
throw in that capital information.
Come on.
Every
Yeah,
opportunity he gets.
It's a beautiful city. Come on, it's a
Yeah,
historic
too.
city.
Yeah.
It's one of the most historic cities in Europe.
Sure.
It is.
But in my all I know is that we haven't done anything cool or anything good.
Have any
in
of your
my
relatives gone back? Is anyone you know
My
visited?
mom went back when she was younger, but
Why don't you guys go?
You
That'd
should
be
go, man.
awesome.
Be great.
what do you think? What happened over there?
I mean, you'd get in touch with your roots.
I would love
You'd
to
see some people that looked like you. You'd come back a different guy.
Here's the thing.
I really think
I grew up with Serbians. I grew up around
Yeah, but they're
Serbians.
American
they're
Serbians.
different.
It's a
They're
very
different.
it's a very like tight knit. Serbians like really take a lot of pride in keeping it Serbian. over
Yeah,
there.
but no, but you're going to meet them at Chili's.
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
different.
the
no,
same.
we're not.
It's different.
We're at the church.
Okay, at
Diaspora
the-
communities are never the same. They're always different. There's always like a pro-America thing going on. Like every Cuban American you know is a conservative,
They have to
Republican.
act
They
really pro-American.
hate Castro, and then actual Cubans
They like Castro.
a
A
little
lot
bit more
of them.
lefty.
A
Yeah,
lot,
That's actually
yeah.
true, dude. One of my boys growing up, like one of my best friends was Cuban.
yeah.
Yeah, they get really
hyper-conservative.
pro-American because they're the ones who fled Castro.
Right.
Yeah.
They were the
Exactly.
ones that
They
had
were-
the money to leave, right?
Right.
Generally, yeah.
And
that's-
then when you talk to them, you're like, oh wow, I guess Cuba is the worst country in the world.
And then
but
you
it's
look
like
up
you're
the-
talking to people who hate Cuba and left it.
right, yeah,
Same
exactly.
thing with
Exactly.
Serbians. Like I'm sure they're like, oh, Serbia's backwards country.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But people love Serbia. It's
but
like
the
a
ones
hat-
there like it.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think I would love to pay for you to
No,
go to Belgrade.
my parents have a lot of Serbian pride. Because I've met a lot of Serbians, don't like them.
Mm.
I just think Serbians are way too like hard-headed, angry, kind of curmudgeon-y people, and
That's every Eastern European though. That's
Yeah.
all of them. They're a cold people.
they're so it's
Slavs.
so-
They're frigid.
I think I feel like I've had to like kind of like wean out like a short fuse. What's the word I'm looking for here?
I
like,
don't know.
Like a hot temper, like a little bit of a temper.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was kind of.
Was your dad getting road rage a lot?
Oh my dude, yeah,
Yeah.
both my parents, right? So it's like I feel like I've had to like kind of like the idea of like kind of like in a family setting, we were just yelling at each other all the time.
Right.
So to go to like other kids' families where they just like were just being mostly very even like when they had an issue, it was kind of like not talk about it. I was like, what is? I feel like I had to like learn how to not be like angry, and that's
Okay.
what, and I kind of resent Serbia, like my upbringing. for
Wow,
that.
we're getting a little
Interesting.
deep today.
Yeah, I
Does
know.
that make
okay.
sense?
I kind of don't believe it. I think
He's blaming-
you're fibbing a little
Yeah,
bit.
you're
Like, I
blaming-
did this work on myself.
No, dude,
I became-
power of now, dude.
Power of now.
I read
For
it.
60
I read it
pages.
in '99.
Yeah, you overcame anger in third grade. Yeah, a little third grade Zen kid. I'm not going to be like
6'4".
my mom and dad. I'm going to be different.
Yeah, I was like, you guys gotta take deep breaths around here. That's what I was saying.
If you ever meditated, your life would change in a drastic
I did.
way.
I did a little bit over a pandemic.
2 years ago. Cool.
Didn't keep up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard.
You do meditate, Ismail.
I pray.
You pray five
pray
times
5
a
times
day.
a day, yeah.
You pray 5 times a
Oh,
day.
yeah, I'm
That's
hitting it.
right.
Stand. This
Hard.
is the stand, kneel.
Yeah.
Yeah, the old stand kneel
Yeah, yeah.
routine.
There's a handful of little moves.
The
Yeah.
Qibla, that's where you do towards Mecca, right?
Yep,
I
yep,
just,
very good.
okay, my
Very
education worked out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure it
Is
did.
it the same? What are the times every day?
It changes based on the moon and the stars or whatever.
Or are you
but-
serious? Oh, it's different. You have to like look at like
Yeah.
a chart. Like
it
it's-
changes-
It's got to be on an app now.
No, of course. It's all. Well, and actually, the Muslim Pro app was being monitored by the FBI, so we all had to delete it. But
really, they were they were
Yes.
monitoring who was praying.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah.
god.
and like
Brutal.
it also tracks your location and stuff, so it was kind of
Jesus.
fucked up. But
That's wild.
yeah, you just Google it. It's like 5 a.m. right now. 5 a.m., 11 a.m., 1 p.m., 4 p.m., and then before bed.
You do it 5 times a day, no matter what, no matter where you are. You make sure you're available.
I try my best.
Yeah.
I'd say realistically 4 times a day. That first
Okay.
one's hard.
That's pretty.
the
That's
4
pretty
a.m.
good
is
though.
pretty rough.
If you're talking to another Muslim dude and he's like, oh, I still do have the pro Muslim app. Are
Yeah.
you like, what the fuck? Is that like an
Yeah.
actual point of contention? Like,
A
what
little
do you do?
bit. My friend Ahmed has it still. Hamid
And you're like,
Weinberg.
"Hey,
I was
man,
like,
And
"Come on, man."
he won't
He
delete
doesn't
it.
care.
Yeah.
He's also a white guy, so he's
I know.
doesn't
Ahmed
have that
Weinberg.
fear.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a little different.
he's not scared.
He's not the Muslim they're looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Was there like an argument among the clergy, like if an app is part of Muhammad's teaching? I feel like there's always stuff like that. Like whether
there's always
is television okay?
There's always guys that think anything modern is bad, especially Muslims.
Yeah,
we hate
yeah.
modern stuff. That's where you see the dudes with the big beard and the dresses and the sandals.
So TiVo was a real issue.
Absolutely.
Must have been.
It tore the Shia community apart. Yeah.
Like, God damn it, this. You can't watch it. These guys just want to watch.
Get the riff out. Get the riff
You got
out.
it. You got it. Keep going.
Sorry.
Did you say everybody loves Raymond?
Who would want to record that? Okay, sorry. He's just not. I'm sorry. Trying to.
Bro,
You should take Lexapro, man.
Like,
You're really anxious.
straight up.
Yeah.
It's
straight
so
up.
funny that
Is
you
it that
thank
obvious?
you.
Yeah, it's very obvious.
are-
And I don't know you very well, but I could feel it from
This
you.
is the type of thing I need
Yeah.
to hear. This
and
is
I was
great.
a formerly very anxious guy. Started
You
taking-
can't stop fidgeting. You're
Yeah,
always
you're
fidgeting.
fidgeting. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And when you're gonna take drugs, and you're gonna realize, oh, I was crazy.
I'll be honest though, he
You're gonna
does.
realize you were crazy. In like 6 months, you're gonna go, wow,
I was like crazy.
I couldn't think a thought. Yeah.
He hasn't
You think
fidgeted
so?
this
I do.
much with
I
our
do.
Christian guests, though. I will say that. I will say that he's a little on edge. I
Okay.
think. Yeah, but Lexapro, I
a good one.
agree.
What's
also,
the-
it'll help you not.
Not come so
Not
fast
come.
too.
Yeah,
I
pretty
actually
good.
have thought about that just
Pretty
for
good.
that purpose alone.
Pretty
Yeah,
good.
yeah. But then you never come at all. But
That's
fair
fine.
to
Yeah. Well. Yeah. But what are like libido in general?
Normal.
Really?
I just don't come very, very
So,
fast.
so it's like the best thing a
It
girl
just
could
has
want.
made me better at. Yeah.
and you're not as anxious, so you're also a better lover too,
Totally.
because anxiety gets in the way
Absolutely.
as well. Yeah.
Everything is getting in the way of you.
What about plane rides? That must help too.
Of course. Oh, I haven't, dude. I haven't been afraid of a plane.
Aren't you
in-
like incredibly afraid?
Hate flying, dude.
Why don't you get the medicine?
I don't know.
It's easy.
How easy?
One visit.
Okay.
They
One visit.
hand
Say
that
you're
shit
very
out.
anxious, and then they'll start you on a very low dose. Take it for a while. You'll feel
And
good.
then
If
you
you
get
get
a
on
bump.
What?
Did you get a bump? Like, did you get more?
No. I'm staying where I'm at. I'm at a very low dose, but it makes me feel so normal.
if you got Lexapro, the pod would take off.
Yeah.
We would finally have that little
We
edge.
just started a
we-
Patreon.
We just started a Patreon. I think the
Oh.
Lexapro is the bump we need now that we have a Patreon.
Is this a Patreon?
This will be a
episode?
Patreon episode. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
I don't know if I should be honored or offended.
I
but
think you
only
should
like
be
14
honored.
people are gonna hear it.
No, 21.
Okay.
21 big ones.
Okay.
It'll be
All
more.
right.
It'll be more by the time this comes out as well. No,
Pretty good.
We'll put it on the public one too in a month.
No,
as
this
well.
pod's good. I've listened to episodes.
Oh, okay,
It's
you
very
listen
fun.
to it.
No
Okay,
shit.
Yeah,
thank
you've got
you.
like
Thanks,
the
man.
riboflavin deficit or something. I've heard a couple episodes.
Oh.
You did have a vitamin deficiency.
Oh,
Yeah.
bilirubin.
Bilirubin.
That's what he said. He thinks the booster gave him myocarditis.
We
Right.
just-
we don't
We
yeah.
can't get into it.
We
Yeah,
talked
yeah.
about it like earlier.
I mean,
today,
I
too.
can't stop talking about it because it makes my blood boil. But
I have a theory about you,
okay, I love
Jeff,
this.
and that's that you're actually not very wise.
Yeah.
I think you
It's called hiding behind memorizing facts.
exactly. You have
can-
high intelligence, and your
Yeah.
wisdom is incredibly low.
They are different, and a
Man.
lot of
Yeah.
people don't know that.
Yeah, people don't know.
I'm
And-
good at talking, but I'm not good at like putting
Good at
thoughts
talking?
together.
right.
I'm not good at like word choices and stuff, but I'm not good at putting a thought together. If I plan ahead, I can put together a good thought.
Great at talking.
I think
Yeah.
I'm good at like my lexicon. I think my lexicon is good.
Lexapro.
Lexapro.
You're good at
That's a very Mark
stand,
Normandy
You're good at
thing to do.
stand up. I don't think you're good at talking.
They are different. I think
Yeah.
I'm good at podcasting. I'm okay.
Yeah, you're pretty good.
I'm good.
Yeah,
Talking
I'll
in
talk
person,
good.
no, I'm really very poor at that.
True.
It's
Yeah.
really something to
Unquestioned.
behold. Have you ever seen him meet a stranger?
Ooh, it's bad.
It's like it's a real sight, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've blown it with a few encounters recently.
It couldn't be. It's so hard, especially like after shows too.
Yeah, a lot of people, I think they have a good time at the show, and then I have such a bad conversation with them, they don't come back. I think it's happened on multiple
I learned
occasions.
that with stand up, no matter how you did, you should get off stage and be like the happiest version of yourself.
Oh, you have
because
to.
people will think that it's bad if you come off like, I wasn't.
They
I
don't
fucked
want-
up that line.
they
They're gonna
want-
be like, oh yeah, you're right. You have to, you have to
Yeah.
really pretend like, no, that was the best set of
If
my
you
life.
act like you killed, they think
Yeah,
you killed. 100%
totally.
every
Totally.
time. It's like a stupid monkey trick.
And you're one of these guys who gets off and really self-analyzes too much.
Yeah. If it's like a show I'm headlining, I don't do that. But at a showcase, I beat myself up.
Totally.
I feel like I always tell you like, oh, I think I had the third best.
Of
set
course,
or something.
yeah, it's psychotic.
Yeah,
it's
is.
psychotic.
Do you not do that?
I do it internally. I don't
Okay.
say it out loud.
Because I
And
do
also, I've stopped doing it
that's good.
because it doesn't mean anything. Whoever had the best set,
It's meaningless.
the person who has the best set most of the time goes on to have a horrible life.
is a hack?
But also-
Yeah,
often.
also is a
Often.
hack.
That's
also like,
true.
inversely though, there's also the type of comic though who's like 6 months in, and and hitting you up being like, hey man, can you give me like the contact for the booker of this club, like
Right.
da da da. You're just like having like the opposite of like
who think they kill.
who is
Oh,
literally just
yeah.
like they're like I'm crushing it at every stage of this. That's also kind of that might be worse.
But Ismail,
to
you're
have,
critical
you
of
know?
yourself, but you don't do
You
it
know?
publicly like I do.
Yeah,
you
and
do it
I-
internally.
Totally, and I
Yeah.
don't rank the sets anymore
Yeah.
because that doesn't help you at all.
No,
to be like,
it's gonna drive me to an early grave for sure.
Yeah,
yeah.
You're still doing it.
I don't do it as much, but I do it for sure. I have
Like,
tension.
that just means that he thinks his first place now.
no.
He gets off stage, he's
no.
like number one again.
I don't
you
do
don't have
enough.
to crunch the numbers.
but then like but having the like whatever first, second, third best set, if you're working on a brand new chunk,
Yeah,
that's gonna make you.
go down hypothetically. Yeah.
So
yeah.
then what's the point of ranking yourself in the moment
Just
like
to
that?
drive myself to death. That's all. The only point. I don't have anxiety. I have tension. It's different.
I have my doctor said
I feel like I have
tension.
hypertension or something.
Right.
Isn't that like
It's like another type. It's stress, not anxiety.
Hypertension?
Isn't
They're
hypertension like,
related.
isn't hypertension shit in your lungs?
No, hypertension
No,
is high blood pressure.
High blood, but it's related to stress.
Always?
A lot of the time, yeah.
Okay.
You can drive
Always?
yourself. Not
I
all
think-
the time.
I think
no.
it's just a general term for high blood pressure.
Hypertension. Can we look that up?
Let's look it
Fonz,
up.
what
Fonz.
hypertension
Yeah, we need
means
this one.
exactly.
Yeah, this
it's
is a
good
good
to
one.
learn, Alex.
So you're from Florida.
Yeah.
Oh,
here we
hypertension
go.
is high
Okay.
blood pressure.
blood
Oh.
pressure that is higher than normal doesn't really have anything
Oh.
to do
Huh.
from
You know what? I didn't
tension.
know that. I didn't know they were the same term.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
All right.
We
Learned
live and
something
learn.
new. I did
Wow.
not know that. Good.
Yeah.
Don't like to be wrong. I won't have you
I
back.
really wish Ish
You're
would
not
have
going to come
dunked
back.
on you harder.
He's
than
never.
that.
He's
I
never
really
coming
wish
back.
he would have dunked on you harder.
He's never coming
kinda
back.
let you off the hook.
Could you define neoliberalism?
Ooh, that's someone who like is like, we love gay people, we love trans people, but we support Israel's military and a military industrial complex.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
That was like the kind of answer
That
Alex
was the
would have
out.
given.
No,
Yeah,
no.
yeah, yeah.
I would have loved to hear.
Oh.
His
Alright,
would have been
alright.
so much
Okay.
worse.
Let's hear Alex's.
All I would have known from that, from like neoliberal.
Yeah.
Neo, isn't that? Does that mean new? New liberal?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just would have thought like fake liberal.
Okay. That's all you would have said?
When I think of neoliberal, I think of like when they talk about like the white women who like will like do the march, but then like if there's like a black guy in their neighborhood, they call the cops or something.
Okay.
like that.
That's a different.
These are very anecdotal, but yeah, okay.
that
that's
actually
fair.
is a.
Anecdotal is a really nice way of putting it, man. Thank you.
Right. I believe in you. I really do. I think by the end of this podcast's run, Alex will be the smarter of the two of you.
No, he
Yeah.
doesn't.
Because he will have spent his life out on the prowl learning from life. And you'll have spent your life
Learning random
looking at
dates.
a globe. Yeah. Looking at a globe, learning days that battles happened.
Calling our answers anecdotal is such a kind way of saying they lacked any factual basis.
Yeah.
And they lacked any logical reasoning.
Yeah,
I
if,
think
if
we're
you
wrong.
do want to ask Jeff any more like kind of academic-y questions to maybe
Yeah.
pin him up against the wall, let's do it, man. I'm all for it.
Can I ask you another one?
Okay, I actually
Fuck
like
yeah.
this.
What
This is good.
Palestine, Israel, what do you think is the solution? See, if I asked Alex, it's like, it's
Then-
mean.
no, then-
but I want to hear what you think.
the solution.
Because
no,
you're
yeah,
going to have an
it's
answer that you think is right.
Okay.
Dude,
well,
this
there's no.
rips, dude.
This
Absolutely.
Is a real turning of the tables.
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
interesting.
It always see the guests
This
always
is-
find the way to me.
The guest always picks one of us to go against, and you've chosen me, and that's
Well,
good.
he's
Let's
my
go,
little,
dude.
you know,
Yeah,
yeah.
dude,
my slave
He's-
warrior.
I'm a slave. I'm the big grunt slave warrior.
It's the fucking
I will kill
Ottoman
you if I
Empire
have to.
against the Habsburgs,
Habsburgs.
now.
Yeah.
Okay, come on. Okay, the solution to Israel-Palestine. It's a one-state solution. It's got to be a democracy where everyone's involved equally. They got to get rid of the Jewish nationalism. They got to let them all vote in a multicultural democracy.
Wow, yeah.
And okay, I got it right.
That was good. That
Fuck
was good.
Yeah.
That was
Really?
good. I thought you were going to fall for the two-state
Two-state
solution.
doesn't work.
I thought you were
Doesn't
going to fall
work.
for that.
This is a little over the heads of many of our listeners, but the ones who get it, we appreciate you.
Yeah.
We appreciate
There's
you.
like 4
What would that
nerds.
look like geographically? The two-state solution.
It would be there's an Israel and then a Palestine, two separate nations, basically one Muslim, one Jewish, and you
Right.
kick all the other religion out of your country,
Yeah.
which is not a good way
I mean,
to live.
it would probably look a little bit like the Yugoslavia in like the 90s or whatever.
When
where
they
it's
all
just kicking
fought.
Everyone
everybody.
was like, okay, you go
Yeah.
here, you go here,
Yeah,
you go
yeah.
here.
We're gonna kill
a
you if you
nightmare.
don't. Yeah,
and
it's
then you have
just-
bad soccer teams across the board. And that's what, and ultimately we can't,
Yeah,
that
Israel
sucks.
doesn't have a good
dangerous.
soccer team.
that
That's
is
true.
that's the ultimate
That's dangerous.
danger.
Dude,
That's-
Morocco.
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 Are you
that's
Moroccan?
huge.
No, I'm.
He said
no,
he's
I'm
Syrian.
Syrian. I'm
Yeah,
Syrian.
Oh, cool.
But an
Yeah,
Arabic
yeah.
nation, and they're a huge
oh,
underdog.
Sweet. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah.
It's crazy. They're playing their colonizer.
It's
That's
scary.
true. They're
It's
playing
wor-
France.
Dude, it's kind of scary because I'm going to France in a couple weeks. I'm going to Paris just for fun.
Oh my god.
And I feel like if Morocco wins, I'm gonna get beat up.
they'll beat up some Moroccans
Oh,
for sure.
for
Because
sure.
there's a lot of Algerians. They don't know the difference. They'll kill a lot
Yeah.
How
of.
hard are you gonna be going from Morocco in this one?
I mean, I'm gonna watch it. I don't know
Yeah.
if I'm gonna do.
I'm
What
gonna
am I gonna
shoot
do?
up a crepe place.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna be excited.
Do you
Yeah.
watch the World Cup, Alex?
My roommates do. They're really into it.
So you
Yeah.
don't.
A little bit. Soccer's hard to watch, man.
It
it's
is.
not.
It
It's a
really
little
is.
slow.
I
It's
don't
slow.
agree. I think it's very exciting.
Mm.
There's no
Really?
commercials. It just goes.
That's the
why I
nice
like
thing
it.
about it.
Like,
the lack of
Like
commercials.
football, the game's 3.5 hours long. There's maybe 15 minutes
When the
of
ball's
action.
in the
Football
middle.
is the best sport.
I love football. I
It's-
watch it every week, but
Do you
it
really?
is
I didn't know that.
boring
No, it's
in a
not.
way.
Football's great,
You can go a whole quarter with nothing good happening.
and that's probably an interesting game.
Sometimes, yeah. Not if the
Sometimes.
Vikings are in it, but yeah,
Oh, man.
oftentimes, yeah.
Football is a little slow. for me.
He only cares about basketball.
I just love
You don't
basketball.
give a shit about
basketball's
anything.
fine.
I like college football. To me, is exciting because of of how like amped up like
Right.
the stadium gets and everything like that. It seems like a little bit
Yeah.
more.
Well, it's less
And they
corporatized.
do
yeah.
they
Sure,
do
yeah.
wackier plays and stuff because the stakes are lower.
The option, they run the option.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's nice to see a kid who has no future, but he's like a good quarterback.
It is
Red
good
Bull
to see
team.
in the NFL. All those quarterbacks can noticeably. They can just hum it so much better. Like the quarterbacks in college look pedestrian compared to the NFL.
Oh yeah, they're
When
throwing
you-
that ball that's a little too big for their hands.
When you're watching a lot of the college quarterbacks, they just kind of run. They don't really because they're a lot like faster now. I guess they can't really throw darts like the NFL.
Okay.
So
Huh.
the
In my
NFL
opinion.
is better than college players.
Oh yeah.
That is shocking when you think about it. That the pros are better than the college players.
It is.
Huh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
it's kind of weird.
interesting.
it's hard to really wrap your mind around.
Yeah.
I kind of like that Ismail went after me. That's good.
Yeah.
Dude, if you have any others, this is
I
great,
should
dude.
think- I should
Okay.
think-
I had one for.
What's the thing that you think is really intelligent and a complicated question?
I don't think anything. I mean, dude, I don't think about anything. dude.
Man, that's gonna be a soundbite. I don't think about anything.
I'm all vibes.
Yeah, right.
I'm
You're
all
all
vibes.
vibes. That's right. That's right.
I'm vibes.
Yeah.
vibes only.
And that's beautiful.
I don't think so.
You really
That's good.
do you never think about like politics or like history or ever?
When it comes across my desk, like it's like like I'm flying to Denver this weekend. I was looking maybe like the weather and shit. There's gonna be snow, so there might be
I asked you if you think about politics or history, and you said you looked up the weather of Denver.
I mean, yeah, it might be tough to get in on Thursday. So
I guess that is the future history of the
Yeah.
weather.
yeah, history, politics.
The weather
I'm
is
trying-
your
I'm trying-
deepest thought in the last month is the weather. In
I'm trying to think of
Denver.
the last time I really took a.
You went to the protests during COVID. You went to a couple.
Went to one.
Okay, I threw you a softball there. I thought you would
In a way,
hit it
that
a little.
really devalues the protests.
Yeah.
Not to be mean to you.
If
went to
Alex
one.
The
went,
fact that you like don't care.
And went.
But it was a thing that was
Oh,
happening.
Interesting.
Yeah, I was one of the.
We literally had nothing to do. You could
That's
argue.
right. It
Remember?
was a fun
during
thing to
that
do.
I had no job.
Yeah, it was fun.
I mean, yeah.
You
yeah.
couldn't go to the mall.
You couldn't go to the mall.
You couldn't.
It was people. Oh, Alex has to leave
Alex
now to
has to
get
go.
Mo Yakub, former guest friend of the
Give me 2
pod's
seconds,
keys downstairs.
Mo
You know,
Yakub,
we'll
first,
just keep talking without
first
Alex.
Muslim on the pod, right?
Our friend Sohrab actually was before. Or no, Sohrab's Christian Iranian. I forgot.
Right.
He's a Christian Persian guy. I forgot.
And Mo is the first Muz.
Mo is a Muslim, but he's
Wow.
not really a devout Muslim. I don't
Mo?
think. I don't think he prays.
I think he tries to.
I think he goes in and out because I've definitely seen him drinking and carousing with women of the night.
You know, it's
and-
funny. Muslim comedians do not like it when I see them drinking.
Really?
Or when I know that they drink. They get like really
Do
ashamed.
they think you're gonna like rat on them to like?
No,
the
there's
ulama?
there's an the ulama.
Isn't that like the group of like clerics and
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah,
A
those are
little
like
bit?
the scholars.
Yeah. Okay, I'm reading a history of Iran right now.
Oh,
They
really?
say ulama a
The
lot.
mullahs and the ulama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Iran, I would love to go to
I
Iran.
know.
It
It's
sucks
fun.
that their government isn't as bad as we say it is, but
Yeah,
you know,
it's
We-
not hard. I mean, it's horrible.
we love
but
to
it's-
hype up like, oh my God, the
Yeah.
veil, but then like women in Alabama can't get an abortion. So
Right.
like, is it that much more worse? Really?
Yeah, it's also a lot smaller. So the horrible things are happening there, but it's on a smaller level.
right.
And we're doing way worse.
The
things,
sad thing is that the
generally.
women there are so beautiful. That's why it's sad they make them wear a veil.
Hmm.
They should make them wear it in Arkansas.
Yes,
they, should,
that's
they should have to wear a
That's a bit.
hijab. That could be a bit.
That's a bit.
hijab. Yeah.
that's a bit.
Arkansas should mandate a hijab on some of those trailer park women.
Yes,
Yeah, cover that shit up, Nancy. Cover that up.
that's so good.
Oh, I got to write
Write it
that down,
down.
folks. All right,
Write
you're gonna
down the
see
bit.
that clip on Instagram Reels in a couple weeks.
Great.
It'll get about 40 likes, and we'll
Yeah,
move
yeah.
on with our lives.
That would be a good Jeff bit because also you're gonna go in there. You're gonna say like, it's so fucked up that they're making Iranian women are beautiful. Like you'll do the pandering. Like
Yeah.
I'm a white guy who likes non-white women. You'll do that thing, and then
Isn't that brave of me
I
to do
know.
this thing that isn't brave
and
at
those
all?
fucking idiots will eat it up.
Oh, they're so stupid.
eat it
They're
up.
like,
They
oh
love
wow,
you."
I've never thought about women like that.
Yes.
Wow, I've never thought about Iranian women.
It is true though that the women that are most proud of like I can show my body are fucking.
Yeah, the women.
You don't know.
You
I've
don't-
got freedom. It's like they're in a Walmart parking lot.
Yeah. They're in a rascal.
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
in a thong on a rascal. My
Yes.
body's beautiful.
They have a tit falling out. Just
God spent a little more time on me.
Awful.
You probably saw a lot of that shit in Florida.
of course.
You probably saw some of
Oh,
the
yeah.
ugliest humans on the planet.
Horrible people. Well, the Villages is right near where I live. Which
The
is,
what?
The Villages. It's like this old person city.
Oh, I've
It's like
never
a
heard
city.
of that.
You never heard of it?
No, because you're
Yeah.
not from like Miami or like
No.
Tampa. You're from like middle of Florida.
Yeah,
right?
North Central. Ocala.
What's the city? Ocala. Okay, and
Yeah.
that's a smaller. It's pretty small, right? Like
Yeah, it's
50K
small.
maybe or something?
Maybe closer to 100.
Oh,
it's
okay.
like kind of a city-ish, but it feels little.
But there's a lot of old retired people.
Old people everywhere,
just
rednecks.
like white people who look like they're made of fruit leather type things.
Yep,
like
plenty
leather
of that.
bound.
Plenty of that.
Lot of racist old white people.
Very
there.
Republican, very red.
That's
Yeah,
the thing about
super red.
but I feel like the Republican demo in Florida, they're dying off. 'Cause aren't they so
Well,
old?
they're getting replaced by young Cubans.
right.
Not to shit on Cubans again, but
They are by young Republican Cubans.
Yeah, young
That's
Republicans
so
in the
funny.
South are taking over.
That-
Miami is like turning into a Republican city.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I
I've
don't
never
think
been to Miami.
It sucks.
Really?
It's
You're
not
not like a
good.
party guy though.
Of course not.
I'm
Yeah.
not really either, but
Yeah.
like I bet Drago loves Miami. when he
Drago
gets back.
definitely
He's a
loves Miami.
huge Miami stan.
Oh,
I
yeah.
bet.
He's probably got
like, yeah,
so
one
many
time in
opinions.
college. Oh, you got to go to Laser. It's a great
Yes.
nightclub. Absolutely. You never had a party phase. You never
Never.
did that.
Never drank.
You never did.
Not a drop.
Wow. Never even a sip of wine. Never.
No.
Dang.
never.
You've never had pork either.
I mean, that's different because pork is in so many things that I've accidentally had it
Oh,
probably
okay.
like 50 times.
Oh,
By
like
accident.
in gelatin and stuff.
Yeah, and in
Do you even
in
count?
school? No, it doesn't count.
That doesn't-
Islamically, if you don't have the niyya, which
What does
means
that mean?
intention.
Oh,
There's no intention, then it's not a sin.
It's an accident.
Yeah,
okay.
so you can do all
At
kinds
school
of stuff.
lunches, I'm sure they're not telling
Oh,
you when
yeah.
pork's in something.
Oh yeah,
They've got a chicken patty, but it's made of pork or
Completely.
whatever. Yeah.
And there was a year where I was in kindergarten and I would say, "Is this pork?" And the lunch lady would say no. And then at the end of the year, I found out it was ham.
She was just handing you ham
Yeah.
every day. Like, I have no idea what animal this is from.
Truly did not know that there were the same animal.
I thought there was an animal called a ham.
Yeah.
A little
Yep.
four-legged ham
Uh-huh.
running around. Oh my god.
Yeah.
You do have to deal with that shit a lot, I bet, in
Yeah,
Florida.
that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've grown past it.
You're all over it.
Hey,
Alex
what are
is
your-
back.
What are your opinions about the city of Miami?
We're talking about Miami. We're thinking about what do you think
Perks
about
up.
Miami? He
Perks
perked
up immediately.
I think it's I don't really like the DJ kind of culture. over there. I'm not really into it.
I thought you were gonna like that. In
No.
college, you did though. I bet.
Unfortunately, yeah. Like I wish I could. It's a little too too flashy for me. Honestly,
Yeah, I don't like it either.
I'm more of a dive bar rat. See like a punk show
There
or
we
some
go.
shit like that. I don't
Alex
really.
does have decent taste in music. I'll give
Really?
him that. He looks like
I
he'd
don't know.
like EDM, but he actually
Yeah.
likes more
Yeah, it's
thoughtful.
not, it's
What
not
do you
my-
like?
It's not my thing. I'm alternative rock, indie rock.
Okay.
He likes bands like Popsicle Penguin with names like that and stuff. Like
Yeah. I think Rat Boys is good.
Rat Boys. I'm wearing a shirt of a band called Rat Boys. I
Yeah.
don't know what they are.
That's fucked up,
There's
right?
a real cultural divide. I don't know any of these things you're saying.
Oh, really? What music do you listen to?
You know, I like a little rap and a little,
Is it pretty?
folk music. I like Cat Stevens.
Yeah, you
number one.
posted a Cat
Oh.
Stevens
Cat's
the
my
other
number
day.
one, baby.
Yusuf, yeah,
Yeah,
he's
Yusuf
a
is the
great-
best.
Yeah,
Cat's
good
the best.
guy.
You know, little Blink-182 here and there.
Okay,
Just-
okay, interesting mix. Gotcha.
The meat and potatoes rap,
Yep,
classic rock.
sure. Classic rock. For me,
Yeah, well, Cat Stevens.
Cat Stevens is not
It's not
classic
rock.
rock. Come on,
I think he
Alex.
was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall
But they
of
have
Fame.
a
but that's-
very loose.
Yeah,
They put Duran Duran in there.
Yeah,
like
they
it's
don't know what they're
very
doing.
loose. Yeah.
Okay.
but he's
You don't-
not rock. He's folk.
He's folky, folk pop. Yeah.
Very folky.
Cat Stevens rocks.
He's great.
I just said he rocks, but he's
I'm listening to him
He
a lot
folks.
more now and this upcoming year because my Spotify Wrapped this year was just Kanye West.
Oh, really?
top
Yeah.
5 all Kanye.
Oh, all of it. And I was like, I can't post
Here's the
this to
thing:
anybody.
Kanye is a genius.
I know.
I don't care.
I know.
And
Hey, we're on the Patreon, so you can
you can
let
say
it rip.
why you
I don't
listen
like
to
his
Kanye.
music that much, but yeah, it's a Norm
I just
Macdonald
like
joke.
supporting a guy who I agree with.
He's very unwell.
He's just.
I feel
he-
bad for him.
You're
You
from
do.
Miami, though?
No, I'm from North Florida, from Ocala.
We talked about this while you were
Oh,
gone,
yeah,
but yeah,
damn.
he's from North.
We were talking
Florida.
about how Miami sucks, and we were saying
Where'd you go to college? In Florida?
UF. Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Yep.
Did you play?
Gainesville's sick.
What?
Gainesville must be really cool.
It's all right. I didn't have a good time, but I think if I could go back and have my 29-year-old brain and my 18-year-old body, I would have had fun. I
What
was
do you
just
Well, you're
think-
not. You don't drink though either. So
Yeah.
college is a different experience.
yeah, the whole
for
party
you.
thing didn't happen for me. So I was just doing open mics and crying and bombing.
Oh,
For
Oh, so you
God.
started at
Yeah,
damn.
in college.
Okay.
Was there a big scene in Gainesville?
No.
There's like 2 open mics a week or something.
2
Oh.
open mics a week, maybe 1 show a week, and then I wish I could not count it. I wish I could be like, oh, I've actually only been doing comedy 7 years because the first 3 years I didn't really do it.
But you
But I
have
was
to-
hustling
Really?
in Gainesville. I was doing every spot I could. I was doing coffee shops. I was driving to Jacksonville 2 hours away. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I was-
the
I
Florida
was-
scene seems bleak
It's bad.
sometimes.
I mean, there's
Tampa
a lot
I've
of
heard is good.
yeah, there's a lot of places to get up if you're willing to drive 2 hours.
Right. Oh, but you
Yeah.
have to.
And then you moved straight to New York after college.
No, then Atlanta, where I just did more comedy.
Atlanta rocks.
Atlanta's
though.
great.
What a great scene.
Great comedy town. Have you been there?
Never done stand up there.
It's great.
The Laughing Skull Lounge, one of the best
Yeah.
clubs in the country.
Yeah, it's a good place.
Awesome. I love
Patreon,
that.
right?
Yeah, it's a Patreon.
Not as good as it used to be.
Oh,
Getting a lot worse.
Interesting.
Really?
Progressively shittier.
I haven't been there in 3 years, so that might be true. I don't know.
That's why it got worse.
Yeah, that is true. They haven't booked any neoliberal betas in the last 3 years. Come on, Alex. Give me a laugh, Alex.
I did.
I
did.
know.
Gave
I
you a little
love
chuck.
to see my king smile.
I know. I gave you a little chuck. I feel way better after that Mo transaction. So I
You
feel
were
good.
so anxious
Jeez,
about giving him
yeah,
the keys.
tell.
Imagine if you,
You look
just
like
had
you just nutted.
Oh, yeah.
you like have that post nut clarity
Yeah.
on you right now. Imagine how much just a few milligrams of a little helper every day would help you.
Yeah.
The thinking clearer really kind of
Yeah.
gets me going.
It's big. It's a big thing.
Because I think I think about it being like, oh, will I be thinking like how I don't know. I guess your initial thought was like, will I be funny anymore or whatever? You know,
You'll be
It'll be
way
funnier.
funnier for sure.
Your brain will work at a higher efficiency for sure. You'll
Efficiency
sleep better.
is exactly
You're
the
more.
word.
You'll sleep better, I guarantee too.
I do need help with that.
Because do you take melatonin? You gotta do that too.
no.
No, don't take melatonin.
No, I like melatonin.
it's not good for you.
Yeah, I think you
I-
can become dependent on it.
Yeah,
now.
you
well,
become
I don't do it
dependent.
every night. I
Your
do, like-
brain stops producing it naturally, and then and it also
Okay.
increases your estrogen.
I like that. I want some tits. I would love.
You
some
don't need any
some
more estrogen.
bees. Give
I know
me
you-
some bees.
You don't have tits, but it feels like you do.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
dude.
I could see. I think I probably have bigger boobs than you.
Oh yeah, but
But-
I have the energy of a
Yes.
guy who like has moobs on him.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm
A
learning
couple
a
more
lot about.
Twinkies and you got some tits. A couple more.
I could be fat. I will myself not to be fat. I could.
That would be a tough. That would be a really tough.
If I was fat, no one would laugh at my jokes.
yeah,
I don't think my energy would work if I think
Yeah,
I have to be
yeah.
a skinny little
you
bitch.
can't really afford to look
It's true.
worse. Unfortunately, you can't.
I'm kind of teetering on the
Wow.
edge attractiveness
That's
wise.
so true. Because the whole joke of you is that you think you're better than everyone, but everyone actually feels
But-
sorry for you.
Exactly.
And-
it is.
Yeah, yeah.
If I had any muscle, I wouldn't be funny.
Right. That's so
They have
true.
to
you
think
you're
they
better
could
than
beat
everyone.
me up.
You think you're better than everyone, but you're like a 5.5, 6,
It's-
maybe.
they think
if
it's-
you're a 4.5, it's bad.
It's
if you,
it's
if you
sad.
Get if you get down to like a 4,
Wait,
4.5.
you're saying that Jeff is a 5.5, 6?
I think he's a 5.5, 5.5, 6.
God, you guys are really good friends.
I'm trying to be
We're really
nice.
kind to each other.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
trying to be
sweethearts.
nice.
Trying to be nice.
No, I'm kidding. Jeff, you're an 8 in my book.
There we go.
Come on,
Thank
man.
you. Because if I was uglier than the virgin stuff and the not having sex, they'd be like, "Oh, he doesn't have any
For
sex."
sure.
Right.
Now they know I have occasional sex.
Right
But-
now, the sex is believable.
It's believable.
And that's all. That's all you
That's
need.
all I need.
That's really all you want as a comedian.
Sure.
You want
You
it to be
don't-
believable. You don't want to be one of these guys that the audience feels just like a moisture on their bodies when you're talking because you're so sexual.
Yeah.
Oh,
You don't want to be a black comedian. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, soundbite. We
JK,
got that soundbite. That one.
Patreon, baby.
Patreon. We
There
get a
we
little
go.
wild in
Also,
the
I'm the
Patreon.
closest
Yeah, you're
thing to
allowed
a
to
black
s-
person that
you're
you've
allowed
ever
to
had
s-
on the show, right?
No, we had Skylar Higley. We had
Oh, yeah,
Skylar
black- yeah,
Higley.
black very
we
good,
had
very
you're the
good.
third or second Muslim comic. I keep thinking
Yeah, yeah.
Sohrab's Muslim, but he's not.
He's not.
He's Christian. Yeah.
Who's the first?
Mo? You just
just
gave him the
talked to him.
keys.
Kidding.
No, you weren't.
on,
He was
come
not
on,
kidding.
Come on.
There's
come on.
no way were you kidding.
Come on. Isn't Sohrab's not Muslim?
Sohrab is
Yeah.
not. He's actually Catholic.
Apostate.
I believe. I think his family was Catholic. I think
Oh,
they
really?
were-
He didn't
he's like-
convert?
I think they were like Nestorian Christians from way back in the day. Yeah.
Wow.
There was Christians in Iran before the 79. There's still like 30,000 Jewish people there.
Right.
I looked it up
Right.
recently. I was kind of
30,000?
Yeah, I was kind
They're
of shocked.
holding on.
They're holding
Yeah,
on.
Dear life.
it's kind
You
of
know-
for Jews. It's a lot.
That for in the Middle East, you know that there's one Jewish guy in Afghanistan left?
Yes.
Have you read this story? It's like really tragic, but like kind of hilarious.
Of course.
And there was a second Jewish guy, but they got in like a huge argument, and the other guy moved because he couldn't put up with the other Jewish guy in Afghanistan.
They were boys. And
They
then
were
he just-
boys, and they got in a fight. And now there's one Jew left, and the Taliban's like, "We'll just let you do your thing, buddy."
Really?
Like the Taliban doesn't fuck with them.
Taliban kind of get a bad rap.
You know what? I did just read a thing about that. They're not as bad as we say they are. But I
Yeah.
don't think we want to get into that
Yeah,
on the
no,
Patreon.
no.
We're gonna lose some
they're
people there.
they're bad.
They're bad, but
Iran
not
is also bad.
Iran. Yeah, we did do a pro-Iran thing.
I mean,
just saw-
America's the only good country.
That
And
is
America
true.
only does good things.
And Serbia, America and
And
Serbia.
Serbia.
We're the only good
You
country.
okay?
Just saw a TikTok of like what this one FBI guy said that was like one of the biggest Mossad.
That's
Uh-huh.
the Iranian
No, it's
secret
Israel.
service. Israeli. Okay, you're right. You're right.
That's
Iranian.
is that what is that?
It's like their FBI, CIA.
CIA, yeah, for Israel.
Okay, you said the
I
same.
almost
He
said
said,
it.
he said, he
You tripped me
said,
up.
he
You
said
tripped me
they
up.
were a threat to America. Why would he say that? I kept scrolling, but why?
Wow, I actually
You
want to
should
hear.
have watched the video. It's
Yeah.
probably
That's so
55 seconds.
That's so funny, a guy-
Because I look for J.R. Smith highlights, and that's all I really.
Right. How did
That's so funny.
Mossad get in there?
A guy
I know.
said,
I was like, this can't be in my for you. I have to scroll.
TikTok is trying to educate you desperately, feeding you just little slips.
I'm like Mossad Minot.
Mossad Mano.
Mossad.
That's an
Mossad.
all-time worst riff
Yeah,
of the pod right
my
there.
bad.
Mossad.
Well, actually, I'd like to hear you answer that question. I actually don't know.
Yeah,
what
like
that
what's
Why
like
would the
TikTok is.
Mossad's
Mossad-
deal? Yeah, why are they?
So
the biggest
basically,
threat?
well, biggest threat. I don't know
Or
what this person's
why this guy said.
point was, but Israel is like a parasite on America, truly.
Because
Like,
we give them so much
we
money.
give them all their money. We fund their weapons. We fund everything about them. A lot of our tax money, like a huge percent of it,
Yeah.
or portion of it, I should say, goes to the state of Israel. And that whole project is basically our project that we're putting together in the Middle East to make Israel happen. And the reason that it's a problem is that they are not loyal to us at all. They have a weird relationship with the United States where it's just like it's like a taking only relationship.
Oh wow.
And so we've had several examples of the Mossad doing things that are like at odds with what the U.S. would want.
Like when
And-
they assassinate like an Iranian scientist or
Right.
whatever.
When they go rogue, they do their own thing.
They do
And
wild
they
shit.
do a lot of crazy
They
shit.
assassinate people all over the world.
In the 70s, this wasn't Mossad. This was the Israeli Navy. But in the 70s, they bombed one of America's ships. I can't remember what it was called. You can look it
Oh,
up.
I know.
The USS something.
I
Fuck.
can't
Oh
remember.
wow.
I keep thinking, not
The U.S. has given more aid to Israel than any other country since World War II. That's
Yeah.
not even close, really.
Yeah.
Egypt is a distant second.
I'm
Afghanistan, then
surprised
Vietnam.
Egypt. Wow.
Yeah, that is a little surprising, but
That's
wow,
shocking.
Israel's not even. No one's even close.
Yeah.
That's so funny when like Republicans complain, like, "Why are we sending all this money to Ukraine?"
I know.
And then it's like, well, we're sending 10 times more to
Yeah.
Israel
Yeah.
or Pakistan.
They
Actually, I'm
bombed
surprised they're not there.
one of our ships and killed like 200 people in the 70s. Maybe they injured 200 people and killed like 20 people. But it was a thing that America just immediately swept under the rug.
Right.
And
Oh, the
Israel-
USS Liberty incident.
Yeah,
in
USS Liberty. How many
1967.
were killed?
Can we look at how many were killed? Funds. Okay, this is what
Yeah,
this
this
is
is
the
good.
pod I like right here.
Wounded
34
killed, 171 injured. Okay, so
Imagine if a Muslim country had done that. We would have
Absolutely.
bombed them back to the Stone Age.
would have been
But
a
Israel
huge
does
issue.
it, and we given them $240 billion.
right.
Wow.
And we didn't even really ask for anything. We weren't like, can you give us an apology
Like,
to the dead people?
whoopsie, Sorry.
Um,
34.
So they can just basically turn their
34.
backs on us whenever it seems like.
they have a
Totally.
blank check. They have a
Totally.
blank check. for
Exactly,
sure.
blank check. And that's why the Mossad maybe would have bad interests.
Damn.
That was
you
a
know.
good. That was a good learning. That was
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
That was
We
good.
live and we learn in the pod.
Yeah, man.
That's the
Go
theme
back
of
to the
pod.
highlights now. Go back to the highlights.
I actually
He stopped the clock, didn't
yeah.
you? He stopped
Where
the
we at,
clock.
Fonz?
We got to probably wrap it up, don't we, Fonz? We got to
Definitely.
wrap it up. We got a couple minutes left here. Ismail, where
Yeah,
can
bud.
people find you? Where can they? What shows you got coming up? what do you got?
the end of the year, right? So it's a little light.
Little
I'm
light,
gonna be
yeah.
in Boston on the 15th. That's in 2 days from now. This is not
It
gonna
won't come out
This is
before
not gonna
then. It
come
will
out.
not come.
All right.
But if you were at that show, I'm sure you had a great time.
Yeah,
If that was a
you
great.
probably weren't at the
Are
show.
you at Hideout Comedy?
No, I'm at MIT. I'm doing a
Oh
show
shit!
at the
Oh, sweet.
university.
There we go. Nice.
Okay, so here we go. January 17th. Is that what it is? Yeah, I'm doing a show at Caveat. I'm doing an hour.
Oh shit!
And
Hell
then-
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
And where? That's in Brooklyn, right?
No, that's in the
Oh, that's
lower,
in
lower
Manhattan.
east. Lower
Oh,
side.
Lower
yeah,
East Side Caveat, January 17th.
Be really
Awesome,
fun.
dude.
And
Yeah.
then January 14th, I'm doing the hour at Tiny Cupboard.
Oh, nice. Are you recording an hour soon?
No, I'm just preparing an hour to go on the road with.
Oh,
it's like
nice.
a
Yeah.
one man show hour.
Oh,
it's got
hell
pictures.
yeah.
It's very
Oh hell yeah, that'll
It's
be
very
fun. Are you
cool.
gonna do Edinburgh in the
by
fall?
the grace of God.
That's my goal
Almighty.
too.
Oh,
I
really?
that's my. I got to start. Yeah, I think we got to start signing up like now.
I know soon.
Yeah. In the next month, that's my big thing. I'm gonna
Yeah.
sign up for.
Cool,
Let's
man.
do it. Let's do it. Drago. Oh, what's your Instagram as well?
Oh,
That's
Ismail Comic. ISMAEL Comic.
Ismail Comic, one of the best stand-ups.
Oh,
you
he's
got to follow
sweet.
Ismail. He's great.
Follow him.
Alex.
I got nothing until January 19th to the 21st. I'm back in Boston. Doing
Okay.
the, what was that guy's room?
Duck Duck Goofs.
Yeah, like
Great
Duck,
room.
Duck, Duck
Oh,
Labs.
It's
Sounds
truly
great.
the name is not my favorite, but honestly, it's one of the best rooms I've done in the country. It's really
Yeah.
fun. Great time. He
Duck,
pays
Duck
well
Goofs.
too. You should look him up. Great.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Boston's awesome too.
I
What
hate
do I
Boston.
got? New Year's Minneapolis Comedy Corner Underground. Got a new half hour I'm going to be doing there. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a good time. This has been our second Patreon episode.
Nice.
All 98 of you have loved it. You've enjoyed it. And you were going to tell your friends that they are going to get into the Patreon. Okay. This has been, we don't have to do the N-word thing on this. Okay. Good. we don't have to say, we don't have to do that.
We should tell Ish what it is after.
Yeah, we'll tell them. Yeah, I don't. We always say this in front of the guests, and they're like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Thank you guys for listening and subscribing to the Patreon. Keep going. Let us know what you think. Good night and good luck. Bye. Dude, doesn't that rip?
You're an idiot.
No, you're an idiot.